Hello, hey, what's up? How you doing? This is Alicia at Least to Financial Freedom, where we discuss all things money, whether it be how to make money, save money. We talk about debt, credit, different laws pertaining to money, whatever it is. As long as it's about money, we will most definitely touch base here. Remember when I was expressing the importance of having good credit, being that when you have good credit, it deems you credit worthy. In turn, you have more opportunities available to you. You can leverage off of different loans, whether it be personal or business. You can get financing for a mortgage, a car, etc., when you have good credit. So credit is king, and it is vital that you do have a healthy credit score. However, sometimes in the midst of trying to establish credit, we find ourselves just getting further and further in debt. And of course, debt is pretty much when you owe somebody money. And in this sense, you're owing financial institutions. They report it back to the credit bureaus, and it gets on your credit report, your consumer credit report, and in turn, your credit score starts to decline and starts to go down. And this can be a hard hole to climb up out of. If you've ever experienced this, you know very well what I am speaking of. If you have not experienced this, I'm glad that you are tuning in, because hopefully this video can help you take preventative measures. However, let's say that you have accumulated a lot of debt. It's starting to be mentally and emotionally draining. Of course, by default, it is already financially draining, but I do advise that you utilize the Snowball method to help you tackle your debt, whether this be student loans, whether this be credit card loans, whether this be loans that you got from different financing companies. You can use and apply the Snowball method in all of these scenarios. If you have never heard of the Snowball method, all this consists of is how it sounds. You know, whenever you are building or assembling a snowball, you know, you start with a little bit of snow, you know, you compact it together, and then you start to add more and more and more to that snowball until it's a big snowball, right? Start with a small ball of snow, and then in turn it's going to grow into a bigger ball of snow the more you add to it. Economically, how you apply the Snowball method is pay off your smaller debts first. Sometimes we can spend so much time, mental and heartache, trying to tackle our bigger debts, and in turn, all we're doing is accumulating more late fees. Is getting reported back to the credit bureaus that we have late fees. So in turn, now our payment history is not good. We are still having debt that includes the large form of debt that we're trying to tackle, as well as the smaller debts. So logically, it just makes more sense, as well as economically, it makes more sense to tackle those smaller debts first. So for example, if you had to pay off $500 on a credit card, $300 on another credit card, and let's say you had to pay $1,000 on a loan. Logically, it makes sense to pay off that $300 credit card so that it's already over and done with, okay? And yeah, even though that $1,000 loan may be eating away at you mentally and financially, however, at least you can have that security knowing, okay, I paid off some of my debts. So this is how you, again, apply the Snowball method. You're going to start with the smaller debts that you have, work towards paying those off, then once you have tackled that, you are technically in a position to save more money, because it is kind of hard to save money when you are technically in debt. So in turn, you pay off the smaller debts. Then once you no longer have to make payments on that, you want to keep it that way. You don't want to pay off your debt just to get back in the same hole. Okay, that's not the goal. The goal is to clear up that debt and move forward. So in turn, again, pay off the smaller debts. Yeah, whatever debt you have is going to be there. However, this is a good way to start tackling that debt. And once you start making those payments on time, that's going to help increase your credit score as well. Being consistent with your payments. You might even have where these financial institutions, these credit card companies, these loan companies, they're willing to work with you because they're seeing effort. Okay, they see that you are applying effort versus just avoiding them and avoiding paying back your debt altogether. Once you have paid off your smaller debts, the money that you would have been using to pay off that debt, Of course, now you can start saving that and putting it towards the larger debt, such as that $500 credit card loan, as well as the $1,000 loan. So you can start applying the money that you're able to save towards those bigger forms of debts. And then before you know it, you are done with all the debt and you're going to be debt free. And that is a great step in regards to your financial freedom. So again, apply that snowball method to help you get out of debt. I hope that you found that this video was useful. If it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, I most definitely understand. But I do ask that you please share this video regardless of circumstances, whether it applies to you or not. This information may be vital for someone else in regards to their financial journey. Again, we are here to help each other. We're here to help each other grow. This is a community, a safe community where we discuss all things money. If you have any information or any tips, most definitely comment that below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And of course, until next time, please remain on your grind.